Top four, guys, top four. This Man United is title material. I've told you before, with just the signings they made in the summer, the ambitions were not just finishing in top four. They're just being humble. But clearly, the performances speak one thing. The United summer that we had, the first Amorim summer might go down in history as the best summer transfer window in Man United history. I do not think there is a better outfield signing United has had than Mbeumo. The quick impact he has made, 4 goals and 1 assist, 5 goal contributions in 8 games in the Premier League. Guys, these people were so smart to think of Premier League tested and proven players. You see how Dogu is struggling? Because he needs time to adopt. These guys need no time. Guys, you need no time to start earning online. Instantly, I need you for 1 hour. You won't waste your 1 hour. It will be the most worthy 1 hour because you will understand the business of the internet. When you do think money and think internet, you will see that smart money is the new money. It's sweet money and it's really too much money. Honestly, it's good money. So guys, where do I start with this one? Where do I start? Brian Mbeumo is just naturally class. Everything Mbeumo does, his first touch, you can only mention Dmitry Berbatov in the same line with him. And some people are going to say we are excited again. And again, I'm used to that because I keep telling you people, the first touch Brian Mbeumo has just releases him. I think it's the best thing about his game because Berbatov used to control the ball and he would silence it. His was more of ball control. Even the first touch was generally good. But Brian Mbeumo's first touch is in motion. He's beating a player with his first touch. One touch like this. If you realize Brian Mbeumo doesn't have too many touches on the ball, he can drive a ball and cover yards, but with about 2 or 3 touches on it. The first touch and 2 others. But he has covered I don't know how many yards and beaten about 3 people. Direct going to goal. That's a different player. They don't, you don't get many of them like that. Then I like how he's effortless with the way he executes the final ball. Mbeumo doesn't force the ball. His shots are not the strongest. They are smart shots. Do you realize that he does not hit the ball with a lot of power? It's just precision and just sends that ball where he wants it. The way Messi places it where he wants it to go. Those are special players who do such things. I've spoken about Mbeumo and how he glides with the ball. Gliding players are different players. Do you see the chemistry again between Ahmad and Mbeumo? Ahmad is seated in the defense doing his defensive work, but he sends a strong pass to Mbeumo. He knows where he is. Like they just sense each other. That's why they're celebrating with interesting dances on the pitch. Even in the dressing room, you see the relationship between the two. Remember, they are both French speakers. They both speak French. They're on the same wing. They play on the same side. Now, that alone builds a chemistry, a relationship, because Ahmad struggles a bit with English. But if you find a guy with whom you comfortably speak your French and it's going to be different. Now, Mbeumo, the other thing he has, and this I love a lot about him, is his focus all throughout the game. Do you realize that he doesn't do a lot of things, but he does the right things almost nearly all the time? Now, let's talk about Cunha and how he finally gets his first goal. And for me, the thing I loved most, I think, in the game was, of course, I always enjoy seeing Amorim happy, but I like seeing Cunha smile after he scored. You saw that he really wanted it. He was waiting for this. He said after the game that his colleagues were joking. So you can score, because he hasn't scored in a long time. They'll say, oh, so you can score. Those are the jokes in the dressing room. You see the atmosphere in that dressing room, the culture they are trying to create. Benjamin Sesko didn't score, and this is a goal we're all praying for. He was my triple captain again. I think going forward, Mbeumo is going to be my triple captain for the rest of the season, because I feel like that's him. Even when Man United is struggling and losing, for him he's calm and he's doing his things. He's just naturally effective. But Cunha gets that goal, and you see that now it's going to open him up. Amorim said when Cunha has the ball, he is not bothered, but he liked what he did without the ball. The best coaches do not teach footballers how to play football. They teach them what to do without the ball. That's what Pep did. That's what Sir Alex Ferguson would do. You don't tell a player, you cannot play like them. It's their talent, it's their gift. But when they don't have the ball, that's where teams beat you. Amorim has worked on this immediately. That's why after the game, and like and what's his name? Ariola, the Bournemouth manager in pre-season, after we beat them. Now the coach of Hosela, the coach of Brighton, has said after the game, Man United is much more intense. They are much more compact. They spent the money well. They've got more quality. He just allowed. Anslot just allowed. This is Amorim unlocking all these teams and setting. I said it again, and I keep saying what I said, because when times I say things and you people react by bashing me because you don't see the future. I said that Amorim, when his team gets his intensity, Amorim is going to set the intensity of the Premier League way too high for any team to handle. He's a robust manager, more robust than anyone. That's why the first thing he said in his press conferences was his players have got to run. You cannot win anything if you don't run. Casemiro was being lazy because he had won a lot. They benched him. Amorim said when he just joined, Casemiro was behind Toby Collier. He was the worst midfielder in the first team players. He was even behind Toby Collier. But he learned that football changes. He worked on himself. He's so fit now that he went off the game and immediately dismantled. He showed why his class is levels above everyone, yet he's old. So United have got to identify the right guy who is going to learn when Casemiro is still around. Because like Ancelotti said, the things Casemiro does, no one else can do, not even in Brazil. I don't know whether they'll get such a player. No one else can. The thing is age because the physique is not there. But even then, his brain is still making up for what the legs cannot do. And it still puts him ahead of everyone else. So for me, that shows you the standards. This is what they call setting standards for the team. These are the standards. Go to Anfield, beat them, don't be phased, come. This win, and this is what I'm saying. See those 3 consecutive wins, each win is an improvement on the other. The Sunderland win was professional. The Liverpool win was a beautiful, well-executed win. This win has been even more professional because Man United, especially in the first half, controlled the game. It tried to get out of hand, but you see, even that was a test of their character. When things fall apart, when you've been leading 3-0, and because it happens even to Sir Alex Ferguson's great United, they led games and they were almost equalized. But the character to still manage it and get it across the line and even score another is good for you as a team. You remember United has this big advantage that Amorim acknowledged, that we do have one game in a week. I mean, you've got to maximize that. You've got no excuse. And it's a blessing in disguise. So, for me, that's amazing. Benjamin Sesko, I was saying, such a baller. Didn't score. We wanted him to score. We were hoping his goal comes. He could have scored. But you see how he involves himself in play, opening up people, looping balls, chipping balls, and, setting up and assisting, and happy to do it. I like players who play for the team. Even when he goes in the goal-scoring position and the person who should be passing to him chooses to go for goal, he will celebrate happily with them. It's about the team. That's the team you expect to push and bring United back where it's supposed to be. United, remember, has had the hardest start of all teams. But look where we are, 4th. And you tell me top 4 at the end of the season. So you mean we are just going to be here and going down and oscillating like that? United is going for the jugular, for the kill. I've said it again before here that Man United already, I feel, will finish closest to Arsenal and Man City than Liverpool or Chelsea, who were beaten at home by Sunderland, whom we beat. So we beat Sunderland and beat Chelsea as well. And you tell me we are not title contenders. The world, don't, guys. You need to be serious, by the way. Now, I'm still going on with these players. I've spoken about the forwards and Ahmad a bit. I mean, I can go on and on about Ahmad. Like I said it before, we've got to sort the left wing back. Now, Dogu is not performing, comes off the bench, and he has a stinker again, giving away a necessary foul, which I thought, by the way, was soft, really. The touch was, the referee was against us, by the way. But you see, if you're a good team, even if the referee is against you, you're supposed to beat Brighton. If you're Man United, I hear Boggy side. They have been humbled finally. But the left wing is not as functional. It's not functional. They will figure us out. Teams will prepare for that right wing and make it a bit hard. Of course, we've got special players, but they can make it hard. So we've got to balance the other wing as well. Dogu, like I said, Amorim was smart to think of Premier League proven players because you see the difference. Sesko, of course, is going to perform because he's good, he's different, but also he's playing with next to players who are just different. Mbeumo and Cunha, and you're a bowler like Sesko, you'll fit in. But you see how Dogu needs time to adjust. And now the team seems to be leaving him. Even Dalo is better. The team is ahead of Dogu because he was a Lecce player playing with Cunha. These are two world-class players. So you don't compare him. So you can see that he does not level up to them. And I'll tell you, Amorim won't risk. He will get the right player if Dogu doesn't work. Then go to the back line. Luke Shaw, people complain about Luke Shaw holding onto the ball long. That's because he's a technical player. That's why he's put in the pitch on the pitch. Luke Shaw determines the rhythm. That's technical players are supposed to hold on to the ball to think. They do the thinking. You think with the ball and you see the shape of the team. Can we go attack? Can we go wide now? Or should we first go back to the goalkeeper? Can the goalkeeper go long? Even Licha spends quite some time with the ball. Those are technical players in the back. You need them to be scanning. Especially for a left-footed player because their scanning is different. So don't even complain about Shaw. I hope he didn't get injured. But I liked the cameo of Aiden Heaven, even setting up Mbeumo's, I think, second and fourth of the game. But his aggressiveness, going into tackles, even in the box, he goes aggressively for the ball and he gets it. It's a risk because you can miss the ball and get the foot and it's a penalty. But these kids don't care. For them, they are daring and hungry to go. And that's what I love about young people. For them, they will be daring to do stuff. They won't overthink and come 50-50. But I thought Aiden Heaven had a very beautiful cameo for himself. Lenny Yoro in the first half made a 1-2 errors that I thought could have costed us. The game looked open in the first half. Bruno at times would go into a press, but United were sitting low. They were defending low mostly, leaving Brighton on the ball. It was intentional. So they would pull, Bruno goes, then at times they were quick to beat him, but then Man United players were always quick to close. So it was a well-managed game, a professional week. Again, like Amorim said, this for him was even better than the Liverpool win. It was. If you never mind the slump rather, when Casemiro went off, United still managed the game so well, and you love to see as such. Now 3 wins in a row, Man United now climbing up on 4th. Don't you tell me about top 4. These are title team. The credentials are there. Senne Lammens has a few weak areas to his game that he needs to work on to be a bit more what's the word? More present all throughout the game. But Lammens has improved the whole team. The reason Mbeumo is even looking better and more effortlessly good now, why Cunha comes back and supports the backline, because this goalkeeper has made them believe that they can go into any game and don't worry about the backline. So you'll be happy to come, and if you've scored your Cunha, you'll be happy to come and defend your goal, because you know you've got a good goalkeeper who going forward is going to give you the stability and confidence to go and keep driving ahead. So the whole transfer business for me this summer, and like I said, all Man United summer signings were involved in the goals today. They were all top performers today. For me, this shows you, and Amorim hasn't signed a quarter of the players who would want to sign. I think for me, give this man 2 years, not 2 years. By Jan, United is going to be unplayable. Because at the start of the season, these players were fitter than everyone, and now they're playing a game a week. Trust you me. This Man United is back. Player ratings, Senne Lammens out of 10, I'll give him 7.5. Backline, I would give Lenny Yoro 7. Then I would give the rest, Luke Shaw and Delete 7.5 as well. Middle, Casemiro went off, game changed. I'll give Casemiro 8, he even scored. Bruno did a bit of his part. I'll give Bruno like a 7.5. Mbeumo is 9.5. Cunha is 8.5. Ahmad, I would give Ahmad 8.5. I'll give Ahmad 8.5. I'll give Ahmad 9. I'll give Cunha 9. Ahmad 8.5. I'll give Sesko 8.5 as well. Because he didn't score and he's a striker. But he did everything else well. I felt for Amorim, I won't question his management, because pulling out Casemiro at 3-0 really, I would think I've got this game. The way we are controlling it and dominating, you didn't expect them to come back. So it was not, it could have dismantled, but it was not tactically wrong for him to rest Casemiro, who has been playing so many games, and bring on Kobe and Ugarte and whoever he brought on. So I thought for me, Amorim in this game scored that I'll give him a proper 9 out of 10, because this was for me our most professional victory Not even in the Amorim time. And even Ten Hag never played a game like this. Don't you sugarcoat stuff. Say them as they are. But one final thing, and I'll make a special video for this. My final verdict from this game. Carlos Baleba should not step anywhere near Man United. He's not Man United material. If this were the final audition, he failed it flat out. Don't fail flat out to earn online, because it's so easy. Come learn and earn online. I'm waiting for you.